Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Adjudicator, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My name is Sherly Nur Sausanindra. I'm a representative from Senior High School for Karimun Province, Riau Island. At this occasion, I would like to deliver my argument from the government side why I really agree about our motion today. Our motion today is this House would abolish primary and middle school years that group children based on age and instead group them by competency and intelligence. First, I want to say the definition of this motion. According to Portal University Quality, schools are formal, non-formal, and informal educational institution whose establishment is carried out by the state or private sector with the aim of carrying out teaching, management, and education of students through guidance provided by educators or teachers. According to Merriam-Webster, abolish is to end an activity or custom officially. According to the National Institution of Health, competencies are the knowledge, skills, abilities, and behavior that contribute to individual and organization performance. So, abolish primary and middle school years that group children based on age and instead group them by competency and intelligence means our government must create an education system based on a child's abilities and intelligence without differentiating by age but through the level of intelligence and interest and talents of the child. I so really agree about our motion today. I have some reason why I so really agree about our motion today. First, there is equal justice and education. An equitable education system based on the competence, abilities, and interests of student talents will support Indonesian Constitution, Article 31 and first paragraph, which states that every citizen has the right to receive education. Thus, every citizen will get teaching according to his competence with grouping according to his abilities. For example, find me a child who is considerate the stupidest, and I will train. That is one of the well-known sentence from a well-known Indonesia physic, Johannes Surya. All children are born extraordinary. However, the current educational methods have not maximized the great potential in every child. Basically, all children can, depending on the teacher and the methods. Thomas Alva Edison, who experienced the same thing, Einstein, Newton, Beethoven were also considered children who were not gifted. If only Albert Einstein was forced to be a child idol by his parents when he was small, maybe now he is not a great scientist. In quantum learning, there are no stupid students and no naughty students. There are students who have not developed because the way of learning is not suitable between the teacher and the child. Second, age does not guarantee the same ability and intelligence. Why the students got boring of learning? One of them because of the regulation schedule in Indonesia. They must going in the morning faster, so they will got a boring to study when they must finish at 6 years in elementary school. So grouping them by based on their competence in intelligence, it will be overcome student lazier and learning process. Nowadays, grouping school by based on age on no longer seems relevant because age does not guarantee a personality, intelligence, and maturity. Even though they are the same age, each individual has different abilities or skill personnel. Grouping aims development to potential of the student as optimally as possible, making it easier to recognize the potential of a student. Compulsory education regulation for 12 years with class placement according to age does not guarantee the development of a child's potential. Potential development can be carried out from the age of less than 12 years. According to the level of potential development, group based on intelligence, education time can also be shortened. No need to spend 6 years elementary school and 6 years for secondary school. Secondary school with a shorter time, it will have an economic impact because the costs are also lower. For example, in America, every student can and has the right to skip classes without having to go to accelerated classes. According to Tumblr.com, there is a child. He is only 10 years old. However, the school advised him to continue on the junior high school, equivalent to grade 6 elementary school in Indonesia. Even though, according to age regulation, he should still be in the 5th grade. Why is that? Because the average ability and emotional maturity is on par with junior high school children. Educational surveys for students who are considered to have the potential for intelligence and special talents. At present, in Indonesia, this can only be found in school with accelerating classes such as the Negeri Makubumen Kidul number 16 Surakarta. The school has created classes based on the intelligence in the form of accelerated classes. Third, Superior human resources are needed along with the development of technology. Everyone has a different potential. We need superior human resources for the future of the nation and state. Human resources development will be better if done as early as possible since the potential is discovered. Therefore, we need an educational group that can develop their potential. To face the context and challenge in the era of the Industrial Revolution 5.0 is competitive. There needs to be a change in the education system in modern direction, meaning that there is a connection between the school world and in the industrial world. All of this is through a link and match program between the two lines, starting from the STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics, based on curriculum practice to the process of adapting to the world of work that can form a creative innovation and competitive generation. This can be achieved by grouping students according to their respective interests and talents. And this challenge not need to be answered by increasing competence, especially mastery of computer technology, communicating skills, and ability to work together, and the ability to continue learning and adapt to change in the environment. Fourth, there is no pressure for students to able to master all subjects. By grouping children based on the competence and intelligence, it will not force students to master all of the lesson. By grouping children based on age, children are not given the freedom to choose lesson they like or can afford. In fact, children have to learn all the lesson found by the school, and the number is not small, about 10 to 15 subjects. Fifth, one of the ways to support the implementation of Merdeka curriculum. Government want to make the good curriculum easier to make a student happy without burden. So, grouping the intelligence one of the best way to overcome the problems in learning process. Querying the website of the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research and Technology, the independent curriculum is a curriculum with deserved intracurricular learning, where learning content will be more optimal and so that the student have sufficient time to deepen concepts and strengthen the competencies. So, the conclusion is, I really agree about our motion today. This house will abolish primary and middle school years that group children based on the age and instead group them by competency and intelligence. Why I agree about this motion? Because Indonesia will be a better country if the superior human resources already stay in and already grouping based on their intelligence and competence, and Indonesia will be able to have similar competence with other country. So that's all from me. I'm sorry if I make a mistake. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.